he's young and this, that, and the third, that he should stay away from this type of stuff. It's kind of hard for you for trouble not to come your way, regardless of what you do. And people always say, well, after midnight, you shouldn't be doing stuff and this, that, and third. And I agree with that to an extent. But it's just one of those things, I think, in the grand scheme of things, you just have to be smart about what you're doing and your surroundings. You need to be around people who have your best interests at heart. When you have a situation like this where you need to have, especially in his type of case, his predicament, he needs to have security. He needs to have people, that, in other words, like when we look at and we do a football term, he needs people to have a wall around him to get him the holes so he can run through and score to a point where he needs to have he needs to have a fence around him to help him and do it. He needs somebody in the front of him and the back of him. And my thing, and I understand, I know these young guys want to do stuff, and they're like, you're right. I mean, if you come from somewhere, from nothing, and then you smack dab in a nice city and you're making tons of money, we all will be that way. I mean, even now, hell, at 30-something years old, with a gray beard, I won't go out and do what I gotta do, because of just the fact of this is my new life and I want to celebrate it, and that's nothing wrong with it. You just have to be responsible, and I think, and then those types of things, and it's worse now because, like you said, the social media.
Yeah, it's worse.
And that's why I always say, and this is something that I always talk about with my friends stuff. Mm-hmm. If I'm that type of celebrity, I would, especially now, like, and there was a big deal, and it's funny that we brought that up because there was actually a cell phone video of him taking a girl's top off, and I want to say like in February or March. Yeah. But I'm saying, I'm like something that what we might have done 10, 15 years ago, right? I'm saying it wouldn't have been. Yeah, it wouldn't have been. There wouldn't have been no camera to show that. That's what I'm saying. We didn't have social media. We didn't live in I call it TMZ era, where everybody's ready for a picture or ready for a video. That's why it's a lot different now. And that's why it's so important to stay away from those type of situations. And it's tough. It's tough. Yeah.
For me, if you out somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
First off, it's an appearance and get paid for it.
Right.
The next thing is do what you need to do, spend your little time, smile, wave, this, and that.
Yeah.
If you want to let loose, get you a yacht, water. Make sure that's closed and your people is handling that because right.
Everybody thought camera took up.
Because you gotta protect your brand. Like I said, there is 2 athletes that are African American that came in young, and one he took the persona of being flashy in the long run, but there's another one. I'm sure he does things, behind the scenes or whatever, but you'll never know. When they speak to each other, they cover their mouth, and that's Floyd and LeBron. You know what I mean? When they speak, they cover their mouth because you have to understand like every little thing they want to take. I mean,
yeah, and that's one thing too. This is the idea I proposed during the whole Michael Phelps situation, because remember Michael Phelps was and that's why like when you're of those type of celebrity where a picture like that, an incriminating picture like that could cost you millions. You should have what you should do. You should have bring the party to your house, or like you said, a yacht. And what you do is you get a basket. Everybody has who has a cell phone, and you gotta put it in the basket. You gotta put it in the basket. Or you sign something that you say if it released. Guess what? I'm telling you, because these guys, you are so. In this day and age, it is so imperative to don't get caught in that type of stuff, because this type of stuff, and that's why, like, even we even talked about, like, and this one, like, and I think in essence it's going to be tough, if I might have a child, and I think, I was so, people are so more concerned about the birds and the bees. I'm more concerned about what you post on social media, because that's going to last forever. I'm not like you can delete it, but that's going to be somebody cloud or somebody screenshot.
I don't like Snapchat. That terrifies
away from
Yeah, the snap. Don't do Snapchat. Allegedly. That's all. It depends.
You know what I mean?
It depends.
But
Don't be like Draymond Green. If you do, put a smiling face on your face.
that just made my stomach hurt.
I'm just saying.
No, but
Be
there's
responsible.
a show that I watched that deals with that. It's on a cable channel, and it's a half an hour show, and it speaks about the NFL portion of it, right?
Yes.
And I know they did that. You know what I mean? A lot of guys with that big money too. So that's what your team is for.
Right.
Hey, the ones that you like, that's when you doing your appearance that you probably getting paid 30, 40, maybe 50 grand.
Do it. Right.
Then get your little joints that you point out and let them know what's good, and then go to the spot. And then make sure your phones and this
and make sure her phone is in the basket.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be on Snapchat and she taking a picture while you sleep.
Yeah, and that's what they
I'm just saying. We've seen that. Shout out to James Harden. Shout out to Julian Edelman. A lot of them.
They the ones that be bragging.
And because we live in a world where we're so attention rules everything. Attention is more essential than breathing and food.
It's people that's doing this stuff, man, that type of stuff, and they actually are millionaires.
Right, and that's what I'm saying, and that's why you have to be smart about, and like you said, and that's a great example. If you go in these parties, I want to host it where I can get some money, where I can get like you said, go in there, go in the back, go through the back, and do your thing. Go sneak in the back door and make an appearance, and hop back out and do what you got to do, and you bring the party to yourself. Like you said, a boat is actually perfect. Shout out to Fred Smoot. Mm-hmm. Fred Smoot did something like that, and he kind of got himself in trouble. But you're right. Have it in a sense where it's isolated, where only a certain amount of people can come. It ain't like a situation where you can have stragglers. Where they gonna come from?
You don't want to give your phone up and this and that. Then you ain't
take it to a cruise to nowhere.
You ain't gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and
do your friend wanna? Or you gonna take a cruise?
Yeah, especially if you live in a body of water where you can do a cruise to nowhere.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like
it's not as simple.
Yeah,
do that too. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is everything we talking about, they know that. Like these young ladies, they know that already.
And case in point, and I'm not trying to cast anything, but this is what happens. And I think from what I've been reading and what I've been hearing about this whole case that happened on Sunday, I just think he was there. You look at the tape, I don't even see Ezekiel Elliott. So it's almost just like, say for instance, if something was to happen down the street or whatever. So he was in the area, but he wasn't there. He wasn't the person that caused the incident. But of course, he was there, and where I think he's going to be, and I'm not trying to victimize it, but I think he's going to be more so at the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's what we're saying.
And I think that's going to be what is this, because I don't think he's involved personally, but I just think he was in the building. Of course, if that happened, and that's happened. It's like, if we look at from situations where if people get hurt at a certain particular rapper's concert, it ain't them. But of course, it's this X amount of rappers. Somebody got killed at this somebody's show, or somebody got shot at this person's show, even though that person had nothing to do with it.
Just like
that's how it goes.
It took all this time. I watched the documentary with Iverson. He was at the bowling alley.
Right.
And for the first time, I was like, wow, he really didn't do that. He was really right there by the camera. But look, it's all the BS he had to go through. And right there on the camera, he turned. And he's like, wow, he was right there. And he watched it. And what did he say? He said on another gentleman's show, he spoke about it. And he said, you know what? I was there and I shouldn't have been there because he was supposed to be in school, right? Right. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, man, look, you had a wonderful year. Y'all could have won the Super Bowl. Y'all could have made it to the Super Bowl, but y'all didn't. And what you need to be doing is focusing on the task. I wouldn't even wild out till I get my third contract.
I don't know. It depends. It depends on what's going on. They young. Now, this is one thing I really want to talk about, and of course, and it's so funny this time of year because we're here at the third Friday in the month of July. A lot of people consider this like the dog days or something. This is right before training camp or what have you. Now, of course, we've had some. Well, we've had summer league's been around for almost about 20 years now, and then we also have this new league called the Big Three, which is it's a 3-on-3 that's comprised of former NBA superstars and legendary head coaches. They're pretty much a five-team squad, and they play 3 at a time. Now, of course, a lot of people, and it's like a lot of mixed reviews as far as the Big Three. A lot of people like it, some people don't. This, that, and the third. Now, are we gonna one day live in a world where the Big Three could surpass baseball or even the summer league as the biggest sporting event of the summer? You think we're ever going to get to that point?
Man, I want to say yeah, because, but baseball is a special sport when it comes to this country. You know what I mean? And the Big Three is big, and I can see where it's going. You know what I mean? And I can see, one thing that I would say when you look at baseball as a family sport, it's supposed to be built as a family sport. True. And for the first time, I could say the same thing about the NBA. I mean, not even with basketball.
The Big Three.
The Big Three. Because growing up, when it came to the summertime, growing up in Akron, it was the 4-on-4, 3-on-3 tournament. Legendary. You know what I'm saying? And the Big Three took that. Like it took that. It take that thing that you get from
the street element.
And it takes that street element also. Yeah. And it has that feel where you have old players, and then you have some new players also that come. And that's how it was we call it the pool on the west side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it also, even the coaches, like it'd be like old coaches that used to be big street ball players, the same thing. And it has that feel. But the family aspect of it where somebody like my man P or me can take, or I could take my little brother when he was coming up. And it was affordable. It seemed like it was affordable. And it ain't too fast paced, and you get to see everybody. Because that's how it was going to do. It has that feeling to it. And then for the summertime, it gives you something else to do.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It gives you something else to do. So I mean, like that. And I would say it could. It has the possibility because I don't think that if they market it well, because I don't feel baseball is marketing our people like that. That's true. And even the younger generation, I haven't seen it. You know what I mean? I haven't seen it. I don't see a lot of kids. I remember when I was growing up, people was trying to get the Deion Sanders. Yeah. Deion Sanders baseball shoe. I don't see that. I don't see anybody wearing any. I don't even know what big baseball player or King Griffey's. I don't see anybody trying to. I haven't heard anybody saying. I don't even know a baseball player like that. To be honest with you. Right. Yes. Yeah. That's one I really know is Alex Rodriguez, and not saying that. That's not saying that I wouldn't watch baseball. But seriously, I'm just keeping it one.
Shout out to J-Lo.
But I don't think they market. I think it's from a market standpoint.
Yeah, no doubt.
I didn't know that the Big Three was founded by Big Boy. Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, and
I do have something else with that because they have a date which is August 26th.
Yes.
This was ingenious.
Yes.
It's at the same place they're going to have the Conor McGregor fight.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So then Ice Cube, rather than I said it was just a conversation, Ice Cube got a nice paycheck about it. So this is the thing. This is ingenious. You can go see the Big Three in Vegas, and you can go see the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight. Lord have mercy, they not marking. Yeah. Come on. So I'm going to tell you something. You don't think, if you ain't never seen the Big Three and you going out there and you can't afford the Conor, you probably can afford that, and you're going to be like, wow, this is nice. And I'm sure they are waiting for that. I think that's a playoff game, right?
That's a championship game.
That's a championship game. Lord, if they ain't smart. That's smart.
Right.
That's smart.
It is. It's very smart, and they got very lucky with that. The only thing, I think they do have the potential. Yeah. The only thing I don't like now, especially we live in a 24/7 news cycle, they're not live. That's the only thing that I don't like about it. But I think if they're live and how they coordinate them would be perfect. Because I know, because what it is it's 4 games, so it's kind of hard to kind of get to get it right because you're looking at it's like 8 hours of footage. Nobody's going to sit around and watch 8 hours worth of basketball. But I think even if you do it in a sense where maybe if you split it up and do like a weekend, like you can do like either a Saturday and a Sunday, or it could be a Friday or and have actually live games then until you're able to see it because like. I didn't really watch the first week because like I knew what happened because that was when Jason Williams got hurt. So I'm like, okay, I know you're gonna get hurt. So I'm like, what's the point of me watching this and all that stuff? So it's just like that, and then I just like the whole. And I think I don't know if it's gonna take over the millennials per se. I mean, when you're looking at from that age group, because it's gonna hurt them to an extent because I think a lot of people, and of course because I'm like right I'm like what they call an OG millennial, where I'm like right on the height of it. So it's kind of nostalgic for me because that's guys who I remember when I was growing up and as a preteen and a teenager, versus guys who even at the bottom of the millennial pool that I want to say about in their early 20s, right, 18, 19, they're not gonna really remember these guys
That's gonna change.
So that's going to change, like you said. That's going to change once guys retire. And I think when you see like a guy like maybe Paul Pierce might come next year, so I think the crop is going to be a lot better.
I think even guys that
and Kobe could be. What about Kobe?
That's what I'm saying. Let me explain.
Yeah.
I remember they opened the Petersburg roller rink right a couple years back.
Yeah.
And they only did it for the weekend. And growing up, like my generation, I didn't go. You know what I mean? But the generations before, that was their thing. And the parents was more excited than the kids. You see what I'm saying? So right now, our generation, that's why they promoted Allen Iverson. He ain't even really playing it. You know what I mean? Because I seen him miss like a 10-footer. I was like, why is he doing that to us?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think, it's just a product. They're going to sit down and have a conversation. They're going to listen to the people because they smart. People Twitter. You know what I mean? You can say, I don't like it. They're going to hear what the criticism people saying. And then it's going to be an outlook. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have to? Like, for instance, what's my man that played for VCU that got mental?
Larry Sanders.
Larry Sanders. He can go play that.
He balled. He in the other league.
In the other league,
but
still, like people like him or people who don't want to deal with that pressure of the NBA and get those men, they still can make. It's some dudes that played at your school that's on that play overseas and play. They just give you another have those come in and play. They're gonna be okay. And projections, like the baseball probably they so high they have certain projections. They're going to feel that consistent happen every year. They're going to feel that.
Yeah, and I think the whole thing. I like certain aspects. I like the far as them traveling. They like 1 week they're in Charlotte, 1 week they're in Philly. I like that. I like that concept because it's like one of those things. Like you can kind of plan. Like if I have a summer trip, oh man, we should just go out to Philadelphia for 1 weekend just to catch the game, and then you getting. I haven't looked at the tickets, but I can guarantee you get bang for your buck because you're getting 4 games. So especially for somebody like me, that's what I like going and stuff like that. Like it's almost like a tournament feel where you can, that's one thing. I bet the in-game experience is awesome compared to the TV, which I think if I was there, I think I would actually like sitting and watching basketball for 8 hours.
And it's the first, like when you buy the package to watch the NBA games, it don't be packed. It's not really packed until it's a TV game, weekend game. And with this, a lot of stuff be packed because it's affordable. But it's just the beginning product. I think eventually people are going to buy into it. It's going to be a little more fast-paced. I think that's the main thing. It's kind of slow. Because you know what I'm saying? When, it was games we used to watch play 21 and say be some good games. We just got to get used to that and don't compare it to college and NBA. You know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah. And I like the broadcast stuff because I definitely like Gus Johnson calling the games. So I think that gives a little intrigue and gives it a little fun. So that's kind of a big thing. And I think they going forward. I think even a guy like Mike Rappaport who does the sideline reporting for it.
Yeah, because he loved the sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, I think it's gonna be found and tweaked. And I don't think they're gonna beat out baseball, but I mean it'll be a while, but I think it just depends on I'm looking at it from more so of the millennial standpoint.
Well, I don't think they're going to beat baseball because people who watch baseball are going to watch baseball. You know what I mean?
It's going to be the older crowd loves baseball compared to millennials. But millennials, they're so, you know, they're the new one with like the new generation that are now, you know, that are consumers of product, and we, you know, we're adults now.
But it's the projection. It's the projection of it. Like, you know, what is baseball projecting? If they projecting 60, but they getting like 55 or even 40, that's gonna be like, we gotta do something, and that's the thing.
And what can they do to? And that's my thing is, and like we talked to definitely shout out to our guy Phil from the ML Beers podcast, and we talked about that a little bit last week. How certain advancements, he was talking about how they do Facebook Live games, and I like that's kind of cool to bring in those type of audiences, because now we're looking at stuff like that on Facebook Live. And that's very innovative for the MLB because, and it's how to appease to the millennials, because they're not in essence sitting and watching TV all the time. Mm-hmm. They're pretty much are on their phones. They live on their phones. So of course, having an option like that where I can catch one of my favorite baseball teams on my phone, you know, and you know, because we live in a society where we're not like sitting attached and have what they call appointment TV anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean,
versus,
a lot of stuff. Yeah,
and I think that's where the big three, in a sense, can kind of do it. Where I think maybe it should just be live and you just watch it from there and there.
It's going to. I
think it will. Yeah,
I think it was just easier
to do it that way.
It was just easier to do it that way because these dudes are older, and it's not like a time thing. They're paying to like 60 or something like that.
They're paying like 50. No, 60. They're paying 60. Yeah.
So it's like, for real.
So
they should just, to me, once they get right, go ahead and make it 33 like we used to play. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then go ahead and make it live. So all they're gonna do is play harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they still lacking in defense. That's
Yeah. So now we want to get into our top 5 segment this week. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, and it's very interesting though. You know, of course, we're doing this top 5 every week now. So our list for this week is our top 5 athletes 30 and over. You know, we had to definitely shout out to the golden age of what we are in this day and age, the 30 and up crowd. 30 is the new 20, but So. Anybody want to go first? Or y'all want me to go first?
You go first.
All right. So of course, what's not a top 5 list of Couch Coach Live without the honorable mentions?
Very much. That's why I said go first.
The honorable mentions. I got Larry Fitzgerald, Phillip Rivers, and Chris Paul as my honorable mentions. Number 5, I got Aaron Rodgers. Number 4, I got Big Ben. Number 3, I got Serena Williams. Number 2, I got LeBron James. Number 2, and then number 1 is Tom Brady.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go.
Yeah.
5, right?
Yeah.
Number 5. Oh man, I froze. I'm gonna go Big Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, I go Tom Brady. Number 3, I'm gonna switch. Number 4, I'm gonna go. Man, he's not 30 yet. Oh No, this is who you got. Yeah. I can't think, man. I got my 1 and 2.
Of course, we all know your number 1 is
Who?
LeBron.
No, it's not.
Not LeBron.
What? LeBron.
You was lying, man.
It's not. All right, okay. I'm
dying to hear your number 1 now.
Yo, wow, are you serious?
I'm for real. You're from Akron.
Okay, look, I'm gonna do.
All right, let's do. You go 1 and 5.
I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go
Melo.
3. I'm gonna go Tom Brady.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm gonna go LeBron. And number 1, are you serious?
Who?
It's Floyd. Are y'all wild?
Oh yeah, we can kind of offload. I mean,
Are y'all wild?
Sounds like any athlete.
Any athlete, yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely Floyd. Come on, man.
okay. I mean, we got to find out about August 26th though. I got with August 26th.
It really don't make a difference.
I mean, damn,
bro.
look, boy.
You know what I mean? But, come on, man. You good?
I ain't saying Jordan. Nobody can say.
I don't know. I didn't say Jordan because Jordan ain't playing.
No, he
Jordan,
playing.
yeah, we talking about 50. And at 50, yeah, we talking him and Dominique Wilkins and
Oh, so this got over the 30.
Yeah.
over 30. Yeah, they're still playing.
Not over 50.
No, they got to be playing. They got to be doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta give me the rules on it. They gotta be playing.
Yeah.
Man, I was trying not to Google.
I know, right?
Man, don't do that. Think about it.
Hey, man.
He always up there. He sets us up, man. He trying to
No,
throw- Look,
no.
and then he tried to go like a key in it, like you Fitzgerald, like I ain't catch that. So the whole time I'm thinking, right, I'm like, Fitzgerald. And he said that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, it's honorable mention. I mean, I had like 20 people I had on this list, but I had chopped it down.
20 people.
I had Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
I had like a lot of people.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Well, look,
I guess it's all these guys my age now, which is frightening because, like, you think to yourself, God, I remember these guys when I was coming up in school, and yeah, it was in college. Thing, I mean, we the same age.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change Melo and Brett Harrison.
James Harrison?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. That dude. I don't know what's going on with him. He's the one. Allegedly. If he was on the top 5 PED, allegedly.
See
Allegedly.
how people live. He played for
Man,
the
look what he
Washington
doing.
Warriors. He wouldn't even, I mean, I'm so sorry, the Redskins. He
Mm.
wouldn't even have this issue.
Yo, do you see what this dude be doing? You see what he did the other day?
Man, he's different.
Man, different. They ain't no different about that. He taking spinach, allegedly. I'm talking now.
He's just short, bro.
Allegedly.
He's just short.
If you see what he did the other day, you gotta think to
You
yourself,
talking about the volleyball?
yes, who can do that? Who can do that? Who?
The other 3 dudes?
How? I'm like telling you, how, Sway? How? No. I don't believe that. Something going on. Somebody getting A-Rod shots, allegedly.
Stop adding that into
Because allegedly covers myself. But
You ready, Pete?
I'm gonna have to buy on both.
all right, yeah,
I'll definitely say
Yeah.
Spring
okay.
for 5. I want to go with Durant. He definitely
No,
He's 29. I mean,
He look
28.
like
Yeah.
he look like
That's why I was shocked too. I was shocked too.
Yeah, Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant. Yeah, he'll be next year. I think he turned 29.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But what about little Curry James?
Oh, he's definitely young.
Oh yeah, Kurt.
I
Yeah,
want those Stephen.
yeah. Steph is
I'm
too
a little
young.
man.
Yeah, he's too young.
He's too young, man.
Yeah,
All right. This one was too different. Floyd definitely.
Floyd. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to pass on this one. That was a hard one that you threw out there.
Yeah.
What did you read or you just did your honorable ones?
Huh?
You read all yours?
I did honorable mention. Yeah, I did honorable. Yeah.
Yeah.
We go back on the top of the list. We go back on the top of the list. Because I had a lot of people. I had to cut some people out. I mean, who didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
I thought about guys like Julius Peppers. I thought about Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Who else I thought about?
Rivers.
I had Phillip Rivers
Yeah.
honorable mention.
He
Yeah,
deserved it, man.
I had to go based on like winning, so it was kind of one of the things where it's like I couldn't throw Aaron Rodgers and Big Ben. I had to do it because they won 2 votes. So
Yeah.
and with
Still
Big
had
Ben
that.
throwing 2,
He won.
him having 2. So and you could have had y'all gave him one.
Did you remember that pass in the playoffs? Steve? Remember that pass in the playoffs?
Uh-huh.
When he cut, was that get y'all? No, that was with the Cowboys.
No, we beat them. We beat them on that Sunday before Thanksgiving. No, I'm telling you, that was the most fool. I mean, I know we get ready to get off a tangent, but I'm talking about. I swear to God, I've never seen the Redskins play like that in like 20 something years. I mean, Kirk Cousins was throwing a bomb, touchdown, hell to. I mean, I heard hell to the Redskins in my sleep that night. I mean, he scored like 42 points. I swear I never heard Hail to the Redskins play that night so much. I mean, I watched the game, yeah. Gosh, if I would have been at the stadium, I don't even know. They probably would have had to carry me in a stretcher. I'm dead serious. They would probably. I would have been on somebody gurney saying, I would have been one of the most dehydrated person in the winter.
That's crazy.
But anyway, I mean, I went to bed that night in my dreams, in my subconscious, hearing that song. I mean, because Kirk Cousins was throwing the ball so much and scoring so much in that game, it was just unbelievable. But anyway. Dwayne Wade. Yeah, he's in that list. I forgot about him. There's a lot of NBA guys I kind of forgot because a lot of,
See, I always, because I always say like, boxing is my thing, and I really was trying to, I could have said Manny Pacquiao, but no.
And there was a lot of baseball guys I really wanted to say, like Adrian Beltre. There's a lot of guys I wanted to really guys who I really want to talk to about with that situation. But yeah. So there's a little drama going on in Cleveland. And this is and this is one of those, this is a soap opera that's unfolding. Now, of course, there's a couple of news that's going on. Of course, the top story of as the Cavs turn. Kyrie Irving is seeking a trade, and he's looking for a bigger role. Of course, he's requesting trades to New York, Miami, San Antonio, and Minnesota. And also sources have said that LeBron was blindsided by this news.
I believe he was blindsided. Why are you making a face like you think he don't know?
Okay, well, I'd rather be blindsided now than what you gonna do to them. And that's what I told you. Not gonna be like this. LeBron James is my guy. I like LeBron. He's okay. He's a decent guy. But I swear to God, I swear on everything. I swear, LeBron James got to be the greatest passive-aggressive athlete that's ever played any sport. Because to me, my thing is this. We all know that LeBron James is going. How do you think I feel when you're at a summer league game and you're looking at Lonzo Ball and your boy Rich Paul calls Rob Pelinka and talks about that I like your game and trying to fill him out? And when you think Kyrie Irving, I'm in that meeting, and of course I'm gonna say I want out because that's what I know is gonna happen. He's going. He's gonna jump ship on me. It's like anything.
Look.
This is what I'm gonna put it like this. This is like if you with your girlfriend.
Don't start with
I'm just saying if you with a lady.
Don't start with the girlfriend.
I'm just saying.
You're always doing that.
I'm just because I want people that don't know the parameters of the situation in more of a relatable story.
Okay.
We know LeBron and Kyrie is in some relationship. What if your girlfriend steps up, goes to a club and say, "Hey, here's my number. I'm kind of filling you out." And guess what's gonna happen? Guess what? And that lets me know you trying to get out of this relationship. But then you're gonna get mad at me because in essence you're doing the same thing that you've been doing for your own career as far as signing these little 2-year wink handshake deals that he's been doing. I'm not bitter. I'm just being real.
This is what I'm saying.
No, hold on a minute.
You're going to get it all out. All right?
So, to me, if I know you're not going to be around, why should I hang on around before I get... So why should I be blindsided next year? And I know you're leaving. We all know you're leaving. We all know
wants to leave, man.
But, okay, that's why Kyrie wants to leave now so he can... So he'll
He just requested can he be traded. Now,
right.
Yesterday, or day before yesterday, I was reading something they were talking about trading LeBron.
And they should.
I think they should.
Because you got to get something for him.
That's what I'm saying.
And my thing with Cleveland, you don't want to get God again for the second time.
So when I saw that, and then you see the next few days, you see Kyrie talking about he want to be traded. To me, I'm thinking, okay, then he should say that if you're going to trade LeBron, because I remember the press conference. Everything he said LeBron got to go through, and to me, he looked determined. Like, you know what, I have to do what I have to do. You know what I mean?
That's right. And that's right. And I don't understand why there's such like angst about it. Because I'm like, I mean, he's got to do what he's got to do because he knows at the end of the day, if LeBron James leaves, he's gonna be another guy that's gonna be just putting up good numbers for a 21-win ball team.
And this was, to me, the shit was cracked when they didn't re-sign
David Griffin, and because and that's why I think with them, if I'm Cleveland, I'm their new GM. I'm trading LeBron. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna sit down with LeBron and I'm be like, look, where you want to go? I mean, if you know, I don't know, you know, where you would like to go this year because I know you're gonna be a free agent, and let them handle that minutia because a lot of teams I think would deal with LeBron on the loan versus Cleveland where you got to get something for him because look what happened what you did last time, and even what you do, even if you don't get. I mean, like you said, but I would get something. Like if I'm looking with the Lakers, you giving me Brandon Ingram, you giving me Julius Randle, you giving me somebody worthwhile. You're giving me something.
I hear everything you're saying, Coach, but to me,
yeah.
My thing is it's a terrible, terrible organization because before LeBron got there, they weren't even in the playoffs. They make it to the final. He didn't even think they were going to make it to the finals, right?
Yeah.
The next year, they won the championship. Then the third year, after you done gave everybody money, you get rid of the guy who really put the team together.
Yeah.
And then you what you think the players gonna do? They should just shut up and just play. It's already something going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then you talk about, you know, if you go to me, once you got rid of the head anyway, because even though you can say LeBron, whatever, this dude still somewhat the head. You also fired the coach the year. You know what I mean?
Which, in essence, that did help them, though.
Yeah, that did help. But I'm just saying, it's just something else going on there. Last December, LeBron was saying we need more help. We too top heavy. We need this and that. And then they made some moves, and I just think it's just a bigger picture. So I would be one. All of them should be saying they want to be traded.
And you're right. And I think this is going to be a very chaotic situation. And like he's right. And for these choices that he want to go to, I think, well, with the exception of the Knicks, is going to help him. He's going to expect. I mean, and I'm really surprised Miami because of Dion Waiters. Mm-hmm. But I guess they're good now because, you know, Dion Waiters signed a long-term deal. So they may be good. And that would be a nice little backcourt.
I mean, it's been a lot of that going on, though. Like, it was a tweet pic of LeBron taking a picture of the arena in Miami, talking about memories and blah, blah, blah. It's just a bunch of that because nobody really was talking about Cleveland. Then what is Cleveland really doing? Right?
Wouldn't that be? Oh gosh, you know what? That would be the perfect thing. I mean, I know I sound like somebody old. You know it'd be great if Kyrie Irving goes to Miami. You mean to tell me LeBron James left the first time to go to Miami, then Kyrie goes to Miami? Oh my gosh!
Like D Wade was talking about this time.
I think so. I think he's going back.
And that's why they said LeBron might be going back too. No, I'm just telling you.
I know. I'm saying it's a possibility.
I'm a YouTuber. I pop on YouTube. They pops up. Oh, the rumors, this, and that. Bottom line is, to me, Cleveland should have been just practicing and trying to build their chemistry up and then get them a bench.
Yeah. So
it's ridiculous.
It's definitely in time. And another story, and I guess we consider this the NBA hot stove season. Now the Blazers, they're really definitely trying to shoot that shot to get Carmelo Anthony. I don't think this is going to happen, but of course CJ McCollum and Dame Lillard, of course, they're making a nice little pitch saying that we want him to come. Pause. And they said if we add Carmelo, this is CJ McCollum. If we add Carmelo Anthony, we'll be a top 3 team in the West immediately. I don't think so, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Blazers might be a top 8. I mean, if they get Carmelo, I can see them being maybe a top. Their apex may be a top 5, but I don't think a top 3. And that's being generous. That's being like the hyperbole king saying 5, in my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. I say realistically, maybe like from 6 to 8.
6 to 8? You think they'd be an 8 seed or 6 to 8?
Yeah, because they were 8 seed last year, but then you got to think about the other enhancements. Because I think they will bump up Denver. Because then I think Denver's right in line. They're in the top. Denver and then the Clippers right in there.
That gives them a 3, though.
They gives them a 3.
That gives them a 3. And I don't think they have really a 3 guy. You know what I mean?
And they got Portland.
I would say 5. I would say 5.
Yeah.
Because Houston is going to be.
Yeah, Houston gonna be bananas, and they're gonna be good.
And then, give me your 8 from the West.
Really. The 8 I had Golden State, I had Houston, San Antonio, OKC.
Okay, I forgot. I know somebody else.
It was OKC, and that was my 4th. The 5th I had who did I have as the 5th seed?
Memphis.
No, I didn't have Memphis. I didn't actually even have Memphis. I had Memphis out of it. I had Minnesota. I had Minnesota at 5. Okay. Number 6, I had the Clippers. Number 7, call me crazy. Now I think with the whole acquisition of Ken Davis, Caldwell Pope, I think the Lakers might sneak in the 7th spot. And then I look at Portland, even Portland or Denver is going to be in that 7th
so
and 8.
From 5 to 8, it's going to be.
Because it definitely has changed. Because I definitely think with the acquisition of KCP, I definitely think that this team could possibly make the playoffs. They could be in that. I would say between no higher than 7 to maybe like 10th or 11 at this point.
Because
I think with him, and then you get a guy like KCP who's a great shooter. I think that's gonna help, and they got some good finishers here and there.
He's a pass first now, so I got you.
Yeah, so let's put a bow on this week's show. First we go around the room for this. Before we talk, I have some. We have some. A special announcement towards the end of this segment here. Definitely stay tuned. We have some. Some church announcements. Couch Coach Live tonight. So of course, we go around the room. Sean Lover, what you learned today?
Oh, what I learned today. I learned that OJ really had a mark. I didn't even know that OJ was really the first vanguard that they really put out there to speak. That really they put money behind, like the public eye. I know Jim Brown. I know Chamberlain. I know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I knew Dr. J, but I didn't really know OJ much. But once we had a conversation, now I see the position that he played. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that opened the door for Dr. J, Sugar Ray Leonard. Because even Muhammad Ali, he was still. They really couldn't tell him what to say. You understand what I'm saying? And OJ, to me, he knew just how to say it the right way.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? So that's what I learned today.
PJ. Yes, sir. Listen, gentlemen.
Well, I didn't know that a couple of, like, not Dwayne Wade, I'm sorry. Kevin Durant, I didn't know that he was.
That's in his 20s, right?
20s.
Right.
He looked like he was older than I am.
He's still on my 15.
Yeah. I didn't know, and also I didn't know that Ice Cube was behind that the 3-on-3.
Yeah.
That was really dope. God and all some other stuff.
Man.
But
Yeah. Actually, call me crazy. I didn't even know this, but the Hall of Fame game is on Thursday, August the 3rd. Normally it's on a Sunday, but the Hall of Fame game against the Cowboys and the Cardinals actually is going to be a week from Thursday. So
What's going on?
I don't know.
Last week,
and actually, I think I actually like this as far as, especially if you're going to camp. This is a great because you can come in on Thursday, check in. You got a nice football game. Friday you can chill out, maybe go to the museum, and then Saturday is the big shindig as far as the Hall of Fame enshrinement. Hell, that's one hell of a weekend.
And it's early, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like an 8 o'clock in prime time.
Well, I mean, it's early than usual, right?
Normally, well, it's right around this time because normally the game would be on a Sunday.
Okay.
It would be.
I said that because I remember you said, was it last week that the NBA season is starting
October 17th.
Yeah, that's early. It used to be around Halloween, right?
Yeah. Normally, yeah. It used to be that last Tuesday in October.
So that means the preseason is going to start early, right?
Possibly, yeah. It's probably start in September.
Well, that's crazy.
So man, that's good, man. Shout out to 2K. 2K18 gonna be NBA 2K gonna be coming out soon.
Shout out to be a part of Couch Coach Live. This is gonna be we thought the summer was gonna be slow, and it's going right into that. That's
Right.
Plenty of stuff to talk
So
about.
who gets this week game ball? You want to go first?
I got it.
All right, who you got?
I'm giving it to OJ.
Oh,
there
you go. Yeah, I'm gonna see. There we go.
No. Honestly,
yeah, you want to.
I want to give it to OJ, but I'm gonna give it to from the conversation we had earlier. I'm gonna give it to Ice Cube for getting for having this championship on the August 26th.
Right.
And then right before early that day, the same arena is gonna have the the Mayweather Conor McGregor side. That's big for me because he's gonna have free promotion, the whole nine.
Yep.
People might not even heard about the big three.
And they're gonna come in.
And they're gonna come and see it like, wow. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, you in Vegas, you just stumble upon that. Yeah. BJ? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. I gotta give a shout out to my guy, the proud of Pond Away, California.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers head coach of the summer league, my guy, Judd Bushler. He is number 30.
My God!
He was number 30 in your programs for the 95-96 Chicago Bulls, but he's number 1 in your heart.
I love
Definitely shout out to my guy, Judd Bushler, who did his thing in summer league. We see you out there, getting your coaching on, man. Maybe one day you can be a head coach, man. Maybe you can resurrect my Bulls, man. Once we get rid of Hoiberg, so definitely, come on, Judd, man. Come through.
Actually, you get a job yet?
Yeah, Georgetown.
Okay.
Yeah. Least valuable person in sports. Who you got this week?
Oh man, I had it too. I was gonna say.
Y'all better leave y'all.
You know what? Least valuable sports. I'm gonna give it to Will.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to him because you know what, man? Like, he needs to go back and study OJ and see how you think a certain way. You can constantly keep thinking it, but something's gonna remind you exactly who you are.
I'm glad you clean that up. You know what?
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. And it will happen.
You clean that up.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at you over there, Mr. Clean.
No,
Clean.
I'm just being honest.
I know.
I wanted to say that early with OJ, but at the same time, I think he needs to really go back and say, this may happen because it's going to.
Look at you. You got a white tee on. You don't clean. You clean that up. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I got it.
Hey, man, you got to, man. Yeah.
I'll be talking clips.
Yeah. Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
I say what I say.
Man's got to go to Henry Morero of the El Salvador soccer team.
Mm.
He bit Jose Altidor's shoulder and twisted his nipples in a game the other day on Wednesday when they played when the U.S. played El Salvador. And for you to bite a grown man's shoulder and to twist a man's nipple, that's gotta be kind of an excruciating type of pain. I don't ever want that to happen. That feels and sounds like that would hurt.
Ew.
It's savage like stuff.
Right. That's some stuff I don't think I can do. But anyway. So of course we teased this throughout the day, and we actually teased this during the post. And I said we had some major announcement, of course. And it's funny that we talked about with the Cowboys and the Cardinals actually going to Rookies Report the other day for training camp. We're going to have our 4th annual Couch Coach Live NFL preview starting next week. We'll be starting off with the AFC and the NFC North next week. So, of course, we'll have the Sean Lover's Pittsburgh Steelers, the
6 times.
Cincinnati Bengals, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Cleveland Browns. And we'll be talking about the Green Bay Packers, the Minnesota Vikings, the Detroit Lions, and the Chicago Bears. And also on August the 4th, we'll be doing our AFC preview. We'll be talking about the Colts, the Titans, the Jaguars and the Texans, of course. And then we'll also be talking about the Panthers, Buccaneers, Saints, and Falcons. And of course, on August the 11th, we'll be talking about the AFC West. We'll be talking about the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the LA Chargers. Also, we'll also talk about the NFC West. We'll be talking about the San Francisco 49ers, the LA Rams, Seattle Seahawks, and the Arizona Cardinals. And of course, we'll wrap it up on August 18th with our AFC East preview. We'll be talking about the New England Patriots, the Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills, and the New York Football Jets. And of course, last but definitely not least, we'll be talking about the best conference there is, the National Football League, National Football Conference, the NFC East, where we'll be talking about the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Giants, and the 2015 NFC East champion, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Washington Redskins. So, and don't forget to follow us on your favorite social media. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under Couch Coach Live. Any final words, fellas, before we depart?
Yes. Why do y'all keep thinking that division is the best division? I don't get it. Like, what is going on?
Our games are always in prime time. They're very competitive. If you look at, we had two teams in there that had double-digit wins.
Last year?
Yes, we actually had three teams that were on the precipice of making the playoffs. We do this every year. We always have the primetime matchups. We have great story traditions. We are the best division there is. We are. You will see it during this season where you have these key matchups. Where can you get the Giants and the Cowboys? What game in week 1 could you get? And then you also, on top of that, on a sandwich, you have a Redskins versus the Eagles. You have that at 1 o'clock, and then you got the Cowboys and the Giants playing at 8 o'clock. What else could you want
for the Giants
on
winning?
week 1 of the
It wasn't for the Giants winning on their probably worst season because the coach was probably about to get. Every time the coach was about to get fired, y'all wouldn't even talk about y'all. Like the Cowboys got lucky this year. I always told them that if the NFL changed the drug policy, then they'd start winning.
But you have great. And you have great players in this division. You have a prolific quarterback in the Kirk Cousins. You have great storylines. You have the NFC East is awesome. I just cannot wait till August 18th. August 18th is gonna be a cornerstone day here.
They just know y'all don't do this. Why would they?
So for Sean Lovell, TJ, this is Couch Coach, man. This is Couch Coach Live, man. We'll see y'all next week. We're doing the NFC and the AFC North, man. The Couch Coach Live 4th annual NFL preview is back, and we're excited to give it to you guys. So we'll see you guys next week, man. This is Couch Coach Live.